Hi guys, how are you guys doing? I'm Hurley Kim for those who are new, and today I'm back with another makeup tutorial for you guys that is inspired by Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Grey. And let me just quickly show you the photo. This is her makeup look when she won Miss Universe Philippines 2018, same year as well, or 2017 I believe. And this look is it. You can see here it's a feline smoky eye look that is very subtle, and I feel like it's really fun to make because it brings out the fierceness in my eyes. So today we're just going to focus on the eyes, and if you want to see how I recreate this look, then keep on watching. So Catriona started with skincare, which I think is very important because if you don't have a good makeup base, the dryness of your skin will shine through, and it also serves as an extra layer for your skin so your makeup doesn't really clog your pores. So for this tutorial, I'm using the Peter Thomas Roth Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. So I usually have a lot of different moisturizers depending on my skin needs. So there are days when I feel like I need extra moisture, so I use a different one. But for today, I don't feel like my skin is a lot drier than usual, so I'm using just a light cream. Having a good skincare routine makes your makeup look 100 times better. So I am just telling you guys, start young if you're able to. And then I'm gonna pick up this glow oil from Youth to the People. This is so good. I have to buy another one. This is almost running out. I really love how it goes inside your pores and just locks them over with moisture. That's it, people. And I'd like to wipe out the excess on my hands. And for my eye cream, I'm picking up this BIOSSANCE Marine Algae eye cream. From that video that I watched, Catriona Grey used a green tone eye cream to cover up all the dark circles in her face. But since I have a medium to neutral skin tone, I am using an orange cream. And I kind of like use this interchangeably with my Ole Henriksen banana eye cream. Both of them are insanely good. So she used a primer. I don't have the primer that she has, but for my primer, the BOBBI BROWN Vitamin-Enriched Face base really works well on my skin, so I'm going to use that today. And the good thing about this moisturizer is that you can use it single-handedly as a moisturizer without putting makeup on, or you can also use it as your base or your primer. But you have to be careful though, because some people are kind of allergic to vitamin C, which I know I am slightly allergic to, but I don't know. With this one, my skin doesn't react to it, surprisingly. Now let's just quickly let it dry and sit in on my skin before we proceed with the foundation. Next, we quickly jump to our foundation, so I'll be taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Warm Beige. It is really important to choose a foundation that hits two birds with one stone. Thick, but still looks natural. So I really swear by this foundation. It's really good. And as per video, she doesn't put foundation all the way up to her hairline, so I'm gonna do that as well. And now that we're done with the foundation, let's move on with the concealer. I'm also using the NARS Radiant Concealer, and I have the color Custard. Most of the beauty queen friends that I know have used this concealer for ages, especially when I joined Miss Philippines back in 2013. That's a picture right here, and up until now I still have it because it's moisturizing enough and it doesn't cake under the eyes. I get too crazy with this one because this concealer is actually lighter than my actual foundation, so I also use it as my highlighter. Now we're done with the concealer. Now another trick that we do with stage makeup is baking. So baking is basically the holy grail technique of beauty queen makeup. It sets your concealer and liquid foundation in a way that it stays on for hours and hours and hours. So let's be generous with the powder. So I'm using the tried and tested Laura Mercier translucent powder. I know I look funny, but this is what baking does. And I also reverse bake. I just put powder right below my cheekbone where I will be putting on my contour. So having a reverse bake just like highlights and it accentuates your contour even more. I think I need more on this other side. There you go. There. T-zone for sure. And she starts with highlighting her brow bone first with a champagne colored eyeshadow that is not too shimmery. So I'm taking the same color from my Natasha Denona Sunset palette in the color Ice Gold 24K. So I'm just gonna pop right through my brow bone, highlight that. And plus Catriona has hooded eyes, but I feel like she has more lid space than mine. So to kind of achieve her eye look, I will be extending and exaggerating my eye makeup quite a bit. Now I'm taking a cool toned brown color to map out her like the feline shape, and I'm using the MAC 217 blending brush. She usually goes back and forth with it, nothing too precise, and I love how Catriona just uses maximum like 3 brushes in this makeup look. Then she kind of like used a warm and cool toned brown shade, so I'm gonna mix these 2 colors. This is just the closest colors to her palette. And another thing that you have to note with beauty queen makeup is that sometimes it looks really harsh when you're just looking straight on the mirror, but you also have to consider that you will be in front of heavy blinding lights, so you have to make sure it's really dark and crisp. So far so good. Then she goes back to the first cool tone color that she already used and worked on emphasizing the darker shade on the outer corner of her lid, and I'm just gonna really map out and emphasize the darkness on my outer lid area, which is this one. Just really making sure that it is densely packed. So for the base of our shimmer, she used a velvet stick, but unfortunately we don't have that. So I will be using my eyeshadow smudge proof base from NARS in the color medium. So let's just fill this in all over my lid. Moving on to the shimmer, which is this bronze gold shimmer. This is the closest color that I have from her palette, and I'm just gonna use my finger and pack it onto my lid. Using my finger actually works well rather than using my brush because it really packs the pigment onto my lid. Then I'm taking the same blending fluffy brush that I used earlier and really blend out the edges. Now time to accentuate the lash line with a brown eyeliner. And this is from Marc Jacobs in the color Earthquake, Cocoa Brown. So what she does is that she doesn't go overboard. She just goes through and lines up her lash line as a base for her black eyeliner. See the difference already? It instantly makes your eyes look a lot bigger. We're on to adding another extra layer of gold shimmer. So I'm just packing this in the inner corner of my lid. This color is Violet Argente from Tom Ford. Now let me go back to my blending brush and just line it up, make sure everything is perfectly blended. Okay, now let me quickly go back to the warm color tone, because sometimes when you're packing different layers of eyeshadow, your initial or your base color would easily fade out, so it's good to come back to it and just add a little bit more. What?
And I'm just going across where I laid down my brown eyeliner.
Actually, looking at her video again, I realized that her inner corners are also brown, so let me just pack the cool tone brown shade and include my inner lid. Now this is the struggle of trying to recreate a makeup, because if you don't pay attention to the slightest detail, it could easily go south. Now onto our eyeliner. She doesn't really do a flick. All she does is to line her natural eye shape, nothing too crazy. I personally love doing a wingtip eyeliner, but I'm not gonna do that today because Catriona doesn't really do that. And you want to be really careful when you're laying down your eyeliner, because if you mess it up, it will take you a lot of time to erase it and then do it again. Now we're done with the eyeliner. Let me quickly curl my lashes. Time to put mascara on. When you are putting stage makeup on, every detail matters, because when the camera zooms it in and your lashes are not properly put on and then you get white lashes on there, it will show. We're done with mascara. Now it's time to do the wispies eyelashes. I think for pageants, choosing the right shape of lashes is also very crucial. You don't want to overdo it by using large thick lashes that will cover up your whole lid, especially when you have an eye shape like mine. I don't want to overdo it because I did that before and the picture was horrible. So I'm just gonna pop out another layer of mascara just to make sure they are intertwined with each other. If there's any white or I missed out a part of the glue, then it's not gonna show. Alrighty, moving on to the lower lash line. So I'm using a flat brush this time, and I'm taking this MAC 239 brush and I'm gonna mix these 2 colors, similar colors that I used earlier on my upper lash line, and I'm just gonna smoke out the bottom. And then she also lined her inner lid with a black eyeliner. I think this is such a cool trick, and this is really trendy right now because a lot of people nowadays are doing this foxy eye look, and that is also another thing that they do. Now it's time for us to dust off the excess powder under my eyes. So I'm not going to take out these powders yet because I haven't mapped out my contour yet, but eventually I will. I really want to stick to a matte flawless finish on my makeup, so instead of using a sheer powder, I'm using my Fenty Universal Invisimatte blotting powder, and I'm gonna brush it under my eyes. I'm literally just going over the parts where I put my concealer on, just to make sure that those parts are matte. Now I'm taking a fluffy brush to highlight my nose. So she used her eyebrow palette, which unfortunately wasn't mentioned on her video. So I'm just going to use my own highlighter instead. So I'm taking my handy dandy Dior Backstage Glow palette in the color 002 Glitz. So I'm just taking or mixing these two colors. So I'm just going to take it here, highlight the high points of my cheeks with the same colors. I'm just really focusing on this part. So for my contour, I typically would use a cream stick first before the powder because I feel like it stays on longer. So I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the color Suede. Contour here. Make the nose bridge pop a little more. Just draw a line. Doesn't have to be crazy. You will blend that out later on. I like buffing it out using my Shape and Shade contour brush. This is from Marc Jacobs. So I'm just gonna blend it upwards. That's your contour right there. Now you have instant cheekbones. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques crease brush and blend it out slowly, making sure there are no harsh edges. After my contour stick, I'm gonna top it off with my bronzing powder. And this one is from Hourglass in the shade Radiant Bronze. With her video, she likes mixing two colors, which is actually a great idea. So I'm gonna take my nude sticks in the color Sunset Strip. This is like a peachy tone cream blush. And I'm gonna mix it with my Hourglass Radiant Magenta Pink Blush. I'm just really packing the blush right on top of my contour. And then I'm going to take the pink blush powder. I'm going to take another fluffy brush and blend everything together. I'm going to take my Milk powder before anything else. And this is the Milk Flex highlighter in the color Blitzed. This is a really beautiful bronzy shade. I'm just gonna use my finger and just blot it on top of my highlighter. Now onto my eyebrows. So let me quickly brush that. I'm gonna use an eye pencil first to carve out the shape of my brows. I feel like it's easier to map out the shape of my eyebrows. Doesn't have to be perfect, just have to carve out the shape. If I could only bring one product in a deserted island, I would probably take my eyebrow pencil. And then after the pencil, I'm taking a pen eyebrow tint in the shade Spite. I really take my time in eyebrows. It's so hard. If you really want to make it on point, you have to take the time to make it on point. To set my brows in place, I'm using the Duo Eyelash Glue. This is from her video, so let's quickly do that. I'm just going to put glue on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a clean spoolie and make sure that you brush it really quickly. So I know it's white, but it will dry out clear. I'm just going to quickly put some lip balm, and this is from Oleo e Oso. This is really good. I just discovered this recently. So this is a multi-use stick. So I use it basically on everything. She likes using a lip liner first before mapping out her lipstick, which I think is really good because I also do that myself. This is from Kylie Cosmetics in the color Dolce K. Using a lip liner first really makes your lipstick look a lot cleaner. I'm going to take this brown shade lipstick from Tarte in the color Boardwalk, and this is the color. Another technique that she does is that she actually puts on a little bit of red lipstick on the middle to have that dimension, but I don't have the red lipstick right now, so I'm gonna use my NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the color Rapture. It's kind of like an ombre look. Now we're done with the look. Let me quickly set my whole makeup look in place. I'm using my Soft Focus setting spray from Hourglass. Alright, this is the whole look, so let me just quickly put my hair down and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back with my hair down, of course, and with my earrings on to kind of like top off the look. So this is the look that my friends have requested, so here it is. And I've always wanted to try out this look. I always gravitated towards smoky eye makeup matte look when I did my pageant makeup in the past. So this look is quite refreshing. It really brightens up my eyes and it really brings out the fierceness in my look. And if you guys want to see more celebrity inspired makeup looks, just leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and thanks so much for watching. And if you liked the video, you already know what to do. Smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell to be updated in my next video. Bye!